Teacher. So today I'm going to present for you about my presentation. So it is a environment issues that can be affected to human health, and how can I give a reason to help to improve it. So first of all, I'm gonna tell you about my information. So my full name is Lương Nguyễn Tân Huy, and I'm from the class 21BOY01, and here's my ID number 2154030082. So I'm going to get started. So let's talk about environment. And what is the environment? Environment defines a combination of both naturally occurring elements, such as physical, chemical, and biological phenomena that are affected by human choice, and artificial elements such interpersonal connections. uh, it can be affecting both human existence and development of other organisms. There are many different physical components that make up the environment. So it's the natural material components, for example, soil, water, air, and light. But furthermore, there's a lot of uh, the components like sound, flora, and wildlife are particular and crucial importance among them. These elements are regarded as the fundamental parts of environment. They are beyond the scope of human decision making and form and developing in accordance in fundamental natural principles. Uh, so the change can increase the bad pollution. Human activities have a significant impact on the environment as technology in production and exploitation in advance, designed to benefit humanity. These things can result in pollution to this day. It has an impact on human health and development. That is pollution of air, water, and soil. So next I'm going to talk about the water pollution. So water pollution is defined as the presence of chemicals or foreign substances in water or harmful to human, plant, or animal health. Water pollution occurs when harmful substances enter the bodies of water such as lakes, rivers, and the oceans, where they can be dissolved, suspended, and dissolved. Fertilizer and pesticides from agricultural production, chemical waste from industries are all examples of water pollutants. Moving to the next is about the causes. So the causes of water pollution is about domestic untreated wastewater or like mining operation of mineral resources, change in the climate, uh, underground storage leak, and the last one is the individual's actions. I'm going to talk about consequence. The health of people, animals, and plants is negatively impacted by majority of types of water pollution. Water contamination may not immediately have an harmful effect on our health, but it may do so through repeated contact. Health impacts in varieties of water pollution and plenty of the different ways it can affect. Um, Mostly it's about heavy metals from industrial activities may uh, affect nearby lakes and rivers. Many many toxic compounds are found in industrial waste or harmful to the health of aquatic products. These toxins in industrial waste are only mildly toxic, while others are fatal. Through drinking water, water pollution frequently causes infectious disease in aquatic and organisms. In in developing countries, where disease can about the tougher fever or leading causes infant mortality. So there's some pictures, and so you can see over here this picture show that the industry that release all the toxic chemical into the river, and this is uh, the balance between the pure water and the toxic water. Um, Next, I'm going to talk about the air pollution. So, air pollution is defined as a significant change in the composition of the air or the presence of foreign substances that cause unclear air or unpleasant odors, as well as reduced vision when looking at the distance. The state of the pollution is major source of concern all around the world. And let's talk about causes. To following are some of the most common sources of air pollution. We're gonna have a firstly about humans buy and consume billions of tons of coal, oil, and gas. Exchange a large amount of domestic waste as well as waste from factories and business into the environment. And the biggest things about because the dust for the motorbikes and other transportation. And what about the consequence of the air pollution? It's including atmospheric pollution, create stuffiness like fog, causes many diseases to humans. Uh, it can affect ozone layer hole. These pictures that industrial that only through the air from the inside to the outside of the air. The picture this show how human that always infected this bad air pollution. It can lead to a bad disease. And lastly, I'm gonna talk soil pollution. Uh, soil soil pollution is occurs as a result of human activities that after factors beyond the ecological limits. Human and other living things inhabit the soil environment. As a result, polluting soil environment is very concerning and has serious consequences. About the cause, the cause of soil pollution is include coal ash, intrusive water, natural soil pollution can be mentioned as the soil contaminated with iron and salinity. By the consequence, when soil environment is polluted, it can following dangerous consequences occurs. For example, health effects, environmental impacts. We can see over here, it is the how soil environment is polluted by human. It can be trash, something like coal ash that can throw all things into soil, and it can affect the environment. It's really bad. And this is about the circle that shows how soil can make and it can affect it into a lot of resources like human and others. And I'm moving to the next is the chart that show 4 steps for decades of the pollution. So you can see over here, the green one is defined as health and pollution defined as yellow. E- every decade, the pollution always increasing rapidly, and the health always stay there, and it's not change. That's why human always get illness, disease, and some bad effects into their health. And there's three things that we can approximately change the way that we live. So clean. We have to clean together in all must follow the rules in order to avoid the bad things happening to the environment. Care, about caring, encouraging together to build green places. We have to advocating for environmental protection in neighborhood and recruiting more. Save, save and reserve, use rationally and do not waste natural resources. With the consequences and causes that pollution can create by us, by the human, here there are ways they can deal and we can deal with and reduce the more four ways specifically. First, about the government. Government people's mobilization activities are extremely important. They can help each other in developing and keeping city clean and green. So the speech is about rest call talks about sharing uh, to uh, they talks and sharing to the citizens about the social issues that make people feel a part of the country to help in protecting an environment. Awareness. Awareness. Uh, raising public awareness is essential and obvious because this is the root of the old problems. They need to be heard, understood, and acted upon every situation. Understand what issues that society needs to deal with and reduce a lot of ways to avoid environmental pollution. And always apply the 3R rules. It's reuse, reduce, and recycle. Education. Education is a vital thing that always contribute to the country. Education is almost important and indispensable in every country. It demands at all about knowledge, experience. With education, people can understand pollution is complex problem and a great impact the environment from which they work together and help to attack them. And lastly, I'm gonna present about limit of use. Uh, in every year, the April 22nd is the Earth Day. You know, the purpose is help us to use that natural energy resources such as electricity to help reduce pollution caused by factory. We can use natural energy resources from the sun or the wind to generate electricity, electricity suitable for our consumption. So uh, this is the end of my presentation. So thank you for listening. Uh, thank you and goodbye.